Joining me now is Lucas Moreira, who will be making his pro debut August the 16th at Combat Zone 89 when he takes on Derek Clardy. Lucas, I'm excited to talk to you, my man. And obviously, with this being your pro debut, I got to imagine you're very excited to get this professional side of your career underway. How are you feeling ahead of this huge fight for you?
Pretty good, man. A little bit nervous, but pretty good. Took like about almost a year off just to get ready for the pros, like all the new rule sets, elbows, knees to the head, and all that. So, but I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited.
Yeah, so how is that going to help you versus like when you were an amateur? Obviously, you were very successful as an amateur, but with the rule changes as a pro, do you feel like it's more geared towards your overall game?
Oh, 100%. Because like a lot of people say like I don't have like great takedown defense is because like I was taught to like knee anytime someone shoot. So like now I'm actually able to knee to the head like when someone shoots. So you guys will definitely be seeing that a lot if this guy does take shots. And then elbows in the guard. You can't really punch in the guard, you're holding the guy's head, but if you hit him like this, there's no damage. But an elbow that would like crack him open. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And with you, winning two belts as an amateur, what was the overall assessment of your amateur career? Did you feel like this was obviously the right time to turn pro, or did you feel maybe like pressured to go in that direction to make money? Like, what was how did you come to the decision to turn pro?
We came to the decision just because of like the guys I fought. I feel like my amateur career, I fought like a lot of experienced guys. Like, of course, it was like Cheon, he was 4-1, but he had like a massive like kickboxing like career before it. So I fought like a really good striker. Then I fought Sean, Judifer too, both really great grapplers. Judifer was a black belt, and even though he like finished me in the first round, I developed like amazing like submission defense just from that one, just 2 minutes of fighting. Now, like no one can really submit me. So I'm never scared of like submissions, like with any color belt. And Sean too with takedowns and all that. A lot of people would like be scared the moment he takes you down, but I was able to submit him, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was your last fight in August. That was at Combat Zone
Mhm.
85. It was champ versus champ. As you said, you got that round one submission over Sean Wakefield. What did that do for your confidence, right? It must have done a lot.
Uh, Confidence wise, I don't know a lot. Dude, that first slam that he did on me, I was like seeing stars for sure. But like, I just think like it mostly showed that like I do have that like fighting spirit. I wasn't gonna give up on the armbar just because I took one really big slam. I was gonna hold on to it. So it shows that I'm not gonna give up in any fight, no matter how much damage I take.
Tell me a little bit about your background in combat sports. Obviously, this is my first time interviewing you, so I just want to get to know you a little bit better. When did you first start training, and what areas did you really start with in combat sports?
So I started with jujitsu when I was like 14, 15 years old. And then I went to high school wrestling for 3 years. My coaches advised me to do it just to get my jujitsu better. But I really started off with jujitsu at Evolution Performance Center. We were a small gym before and then really grew into a bigger gym because then we developed the boxing program and then the Muay Thai. I started off with boxing first, just to get my hands right, and then got into Muay Thai to learn how to kick because, of course, I'm a lengthy guy, so I really want to use my length against people with teeps, kicks, and all that. So then everything came together. Started off with kickboxing and then went to MMA.
And how old are you now?
22.
So you're still so young. Like this, you have your whole future ahead of you. When you look at everything that you want to accomplish, like what are the big goals and dreams? I have to imagine, obviously, make it to the UFC and then just continue to climb the ladder, one day win a belt. But like, run me through like how you envision your future.
I'm actually looking forward to drop down to a weight class. I'm thinking about going to 155 right now because I I think like 170 is good for me and all that, but I think I can actually make 155. Being 6'3" at that weight class would be actually like really good for me. But I'm gonna start off like 170 as a pro, get a couple of fights there, see how the weight cuts are, and then if I can drop down, I'll go there. Maybe, fight Nick Fiore for a belt. Maybe I'm not even sure. I think like, we'll see what's up. I'm gonna stick to this fight first, see how I do. Derek Clardy, I'm not trying to look over him or anything. He's definitely like a tough guy. I've seen some of his fights, so So it's definitely gonna be a battle.
You mentioned before we started the interview that, you can get up to, 210 and you're
Mhm.
losing, 40 pounds during weight cut week to get down to fight at welterweight. So
Yeah.
what would you need to do to kind of like change your body to make 155?
Mhm.
I don't want to say easily, but I mean that would be an awful lot. It's cut
I
like
would
north of
be
50 pounds.
I would have to just walk around 180. I'm planning to fight like pretty consistently, like every 3 months. So, or like every card or every other card for like the rest of this year and then to next year too. So I'll be like walking around more of like my fight weight, which is like 185 to 190. So the cuts will be easier. I'm saying like when I said 210, I mean like I'm being lazy. I'm like still training, but I'm not looking at like my diet or anything, you know? It's
Okay.
like, yeah. But
All
you've
right.
seen like some welterweights, like I mean, 55ers like Islam. He walks around 195, 190 sometimes. So it's just how it is.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't trained for a while, but my old coach, Marcus Davis, was in the UFC. And when he fought at welterweight, he was walking around at like 215 and cutting all
Mhm.
that weight. So I don't know how you guys do it, how you lose that much weight. It's absolutely bananas. When you are in the middle of camp and everything, what does your diet typically consist of? And what do you have to stay away from? Because if I see a slice of pizza, I'm eating the whole thing. So like, what is it for you that you just have to like not look at?
For me, it's definitely pizza and all my mom's cooking, bro. Brazilian food, oh my gosh, like that murders me in camp every time. It's very hard for me to stay away from, but I just like be in my room or, just hide from her anytime. She's always trying to feed me but yeah.
So typically, what does your diet consist of? Are you just eating a lot of like
Uh,
lean meats, vegetables?
Yeah, like chicken. I don't really eat vegetables. A lot of people find that weird, but like it's mostly just chicken and fruit. So I consider like my protein and my carbs is like my highest source of like any macronutrients. And then I really stay away from fats because like it's like double the calories and like carbs for energy and it's like slow burning too. Like fats, they don't really give you that like pump or like that like energy you need to train consistently.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sounds like you're doing all the right things. I was talking to my good friend and commentary partner Greg Williams. He mentioned that I think maybe like earlier on in your career, like you were bigger and like you've lost weight. Is that accurate? Like were you a bigger guy when you were younger and you kind of like had a little bit of a weight loss journey?
Yeah, I was like, I used to, for wrestling, I was a heavyweight. So I was in 285, but I was around 230, 240. And then I got down to 220. And that's why I was fighting at 185. Then I got down to 200 and I was able to fight at 170. Yeah.
Gotcha. How
Mm.
much discipline did that take and how long did it take you to kind of chip away and get your body down?
It it was like definitely discipline, but like I think it was just more like I wasn't like lifting or doing any of that running or anything when I was training. And then when I incorporated that, it was like it was falling off really easily, all the weight and stuff. So like my coaches at Evolution and NESP as well, like they really took care of me and like showed me the ropes on how to like maintain and like lose weight as well. So and also the nutritionists there. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Camp Evolution Lowell. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we kind of gear towards this Derek matchup. But tell me,
Mhm.
the day-to-day life. Like, what do you have for a job? What does your schedule typically look like?
Yeah, so my day-to-day life, I'm actually a barista at Press Cafe in Chelmsford. So I work there only like 2 to 3 times a week. But my days now is just like Monday through Friday, it's morning jujitsu. After morning jujitsu, I'll lift with my strength conditioning coach, go home, have lunch. After lunch, I'll go back, I'll do boxing or Muay Thai. And after boxing and Muay Thai, I'll do more jujitsu at night. So I'm like in the gym all day.
Living in the gym. Do
Yeah.
you do you have like a girlfriend? What do you do like socially outside of work and train?
I have friends. I don't have a girlfriend yet, but um, sorry. But I like to go out. I like going to like arcades and stuff. I'm not like a huge video game like inside the house, but I like going to Boston and just enjoying the nightlife there. Not
Okay,
drinking or anything. I just like house party music and all that. I like DJs, so
that's cool. Do you have like a favorite
yeah.
DJ?
Right now I think it's Mochok. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. He's a Brazilian DJ. He travels like around Europe and stuff, but a lot of DJs here play his stuff like in basement and stuff, so it's pretty good.
Cool, cool. Do you get into any other sports, like any team sports or anything like that?
Nah, I was actually really, really bad at sports as a kid. I was not an athletic kid at all, at all. That's why I got into fighting because
Okay.
it's the only sport that's like pretty good for me. Yeah.
That's surprising. I mean, I feel like even at fighting, like you still got to be athletic in a lot of ways, right? Like I'm sure maybe if you had more of a love for like a team sport, you probably could have picked it up.
Um, yeah, I think it's just like I'm not sure, man. Like, if you saw me like even like play basketball, I might just like very uncoordinated. Like fighting just came like very natural to me. I'd say like just jujitsu wise, like I really enjoyed grappling, learning like different arts. I feel like it's because I was like updating myself, not trying to say I'm selfish or anything, but like I was like updating myself in this sport, and like I wasn't competing against another team. I was just competing with myself. So that's
Yeah,
what I liked about fighting.
I love it. I love it. Tell me, who are the main training partners? Who are you going with this camp specifically to get you ready for Derek?
Um, my main training partners, I'd say it's like Dan Honeywell, Sandy. Sandy will be fighting on this card too. He's a kickboxer. He's going to be making his debut. He's really good. He's like the same height. I would say his striking is a lot better than Derek's, but he's getting me ready. My coaches too. I actually spar with all my coaches: Jeremy, Derek, Chris, Joe, Ryan as well. So just a mixture of guys. I don't really get like sparring partners and the boxing team too. Boxing team. Yeah.
Okay. And
Mhm.
and what is it like to like obviously when you're at the gym as much as you are, the importance of having those close relationships? Is that something that you really work on trying to build obviously not just to help your game, but it's good to keep you like in the right state of mind mentally and just positive and happy, right?
Yeah. All these guys are like my big brothers, basically. Honestly, they really do take care of me. Like they're always asking me like how I'm feeling for the fight. Like where do I think I feel weakest at right now? And they like always work with me and to build up a game plan. So it's really good that place. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite submission with your BJJ background? Is there one that you like to go towards the most?
Bro, it's the armbar. I love the armbar, bro. I'll find an armbar from anywhere. I'll hit an armbar from like side control, honestly. Like I don't care. I'm going for the armbar. I just love it.
Who do you think is like the goat as far as catching arm bars in like the UFC or just in general all time? Is there someone that maybe you watched as a kid growing up?
Tell you the truth, I didn't really grow up watching UFC. I kind of like got into it when I started fighting. I didn't even know about it when I was doing jujitsu as a kid. I was just doing jujitsu. I was just like, oh, it's like karate, it's like self-defense, I thought it was just like a martial art people just learn. But then I learned about UFC when I was like 18, 19. So I'd say like I think Charles, I'd say a lot of people think like I want to be like Charles, but like I have a mixture of fighters. Like I like Cheeto Vera, I like Peyton Talbot, just their striking styles. Also Sean O'Malley too. I like how he's bouncy and stuff and like gets out of the way. But Charles Oliveira definitely on the ground. I like match a lot with our submissions because we just play guard.
Mhm.
So and we're not scared of being on bottom, which I feel like a lot of fighters are.
That's a good guy to emulate, Charles Oliveira. He's pretty darn good. Uh, as far as fighting for Combat Zone, man, 6 fights in total so far. This will be your seventh. What is it like fighting for these guys? How much do you enjoy competing at the SNHU Center?
Oh, it's awesome. It really feels like you're like in like almost like a UFC atmosphere. Like it's deafening in there. Like when people are screaming stuff, cheering you on, like, repeating your name, it's just like crazy. And like Jerome, Calvin, like I appreciate them so much because like they really do work with me. They find me fights. They like really work hard to find me these fights, and I really appreciate them for like everything they do. So.
This is going to be a great card. Combat Zone 89, August the 16th. Tell me, like, what does your fight day routine typically look like? How do you get in the right frame of mind before you're ready to make the walk?
Oh, like at the arena. I'm kind of, dude, that's kind of hard. I'm kind of just like chilling back there, honestly. I feel like the like nerves and like the adrenaline start going on when they're like right there. But when I hear like my walkout music, like I'm just so pumped, just to get out there because like this is like what I've been training for like 2, 3 months, just constantly hard work, 5 miles every day. It's just torturous. And like this is what I've been waiting for. This is where I want to go. So I'm just excited just to get out there, moment I'm like sprinting out. So.
What will the walkout music be this time?
Um, I want to keep it a secret. I want to keep it a secret. It's like it's an EDM song, but I think like everyone's really gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a good time.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
get the
be
crowd pumped up.
yeah, for sure, for
All
sure.
right. All
Yeah.
right. Tickets sold, support. What is that going to look like come fight night? And does that add extra pressure when you have so many people that are there watching you to compete to really go in there and be the best version of yourself?
Um, no, like I feel like people are out there to support me win or lose, you know. I don't think they're like gonna be like going away from me just because I lost or anything. So there's not like a lot of like pressure on me. You know, they know like my mindset on fighting is just to get better at the martial arts. So I'm not really, it doesn't really create too much pressure. I think I put more pressure on myself to be like the best version of myself out there, you know?
And so, do you anticipate to have a lot of support come fight night? Are there a lot of people making the trip there to be
Oh
there?
yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, it's definitely gonna be a evolution party there. You guys gonna y'all gonna hear it. It's gonna be great. All like everyone in the gym, everyone at Press Cafe as well. You'll see a bunch of people with barista hats on. So it's gonna be a great time. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. And to stick with the same theme as pressure, this is just kind of like an unavoidable topic. But when you look at someone like Derek and his record being 1-11, I
Mhm.
mean, you're supposed to win this fight, right? Like so when you look at that, what's the mindset going in? Like, do you have to go in there and dominate, or is it just like a win's a win? You just have to get your hand raised by any means necessary.
I think it's just more of like I think we're just trying to get like the kick the rust out. You know, I have been gone for like a while. So and like a lot I know like a lot of people do take these breaks before going into pro just to get ready for it. But I'm not overlooking him like, oh, I'm supposed to win. This is supposed to be easy. Like, nah, this guy like fought in like a whole different state. Like, I don't know who the guys he fought, like how good they really are. You know, he could have fought like monsters and just got that 1-11 record because he's just fighting a ton of really good people. And he comes into combat zone, he's just beating everyone else up. He could beat me up, you know. So I'm like taking it. I'm not taking him lightly at all. Like this. Oh, sorry about that.
All good.
I'm not taking him lightly at all. Like I'm taking him like if I'm fighting like Ian Gary or like even like Kamzat or something. I'm training super hard. So like if he isn't as good as like I imagine him to be, I'll just demolish him. So it depends on him on what he's planning to do, you know. So if he's just trying to come in here for like a check, it's not going to be an easy check. It will be like torturous to be in there with me.
Have you watched a lot of tape on him?
Yeah, I study all my opponents, like everyone I always watch fights on, and like I don't like insulting people like their styles or anything, but I think my striking is gonna be like not too good for like his style at all. You know, I think he's just too um what's the word for it? He just stays in the pocket for a little too long, and I stay in the pocket, but like I'm not gonna let you just hit me. You know, it's not gonna be that easy. And rushing me too is not your best option because I will shoot a takedown to submit you. Like I don't care. Like I'll decide where this fight goes if you do that.
So basically, what you're saying is his movement isn't where it needs to be, and you're going to be able to piece him up on the feet if you want to.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. He does have 7 TKO losses, so that kind of makes sense with what you're saying. He has only been submitted once, though. And with you being a BJJ guy and loving to get those arms, is that something that's almost like a test for yourself? Like, I'm going to be the second guy to submit him. Do you want to maybe go where it's not so easy to get the win, or are you just going to take the easiest course to victory and take what he presents to you?
I'm gonna just take what he presents to me, like what he gives, like what opening he gives, I'll take. You know, I'm not like planning to like, oh, I'm gonna work super hard for the submission. Like, I don't. There's there's no point to that. You know, like yeah, I could submit him. You know, like and that would be awesome. I'd be the second guy, but honestly, like I'd rather just like do something like really entertaining for the crowd. You know, striking is the most entertaining. Like, not a lot of people want to see like, you know, ground stuff, but I think we might see a knockout for the first time for me here.
Okay, I love it. Is that going to happen early, or is it going to be second, third round? Can you give me like an official prediction?
Um, I'd say second, third round. I'm a pretty slow start, I would say, so I'd say second or third round.
All right. And Lucas, if you do get this win, you're healthy, there's no injuries, like what does the rest of 2025 look like for you? What would be the ideal scenario? Do you want to fight the next combat zone after this one? Or how many more times this year would you like to step in and compete?
Definitely compete to the next card. If I'm healthy, took no injuries in this fight, definitely complete right into the next card. I want to be fighting consistently. I miss it so much. Like it's been like depressing, really, just like being in the gym every day like this, and then like not having something to look forward to like a fight. So like seeing that like now I'm able to fight in pros, and then Jerome told me it's gonna be easier for me to get fights as a pro because like when you're 0-0, it's like not a lot of people want to fight you. They don't really know you. You're not you won't bring him like real money, so like I feel like after I get this fight, if it's like really entertaining, people are gonna want to fight me, so that's why I'm really excited for that, so I'll be fighting very consistently.
Well, I'm excited to see you come fight night. Combat Zone 89 can't get here soon enough. Again, August the 16th, Lucas Moreira takes on Derek Clardy. Great talking to you for the first time, man. You did a great job here at the interview. Before we do sign off, I want to give you the floor. If there's any sponsors that you have you want to give a shout out to, or just anything you want to plug, anyone you want to thank, the floor is yours.
I want to thank my team, Evolution Performance Center in Tewksbury, Massachusetts, and shout out my mom because I freaking love my mom, and that's it, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ryan.